Is it time for a reset? It's a good idea every now and then to do a spiritual checkup. John Wesley, the founder of the Methodist movement, liked to ask, "How is it with your soul?" Today I'd like to do that by asking, do you need to reset your priorities? You may be wondering, how would I know? Here I'm going to turn to Jesus. In Matthew 11, Jesus asks a really good question. Are you tired? Is it even worse than that? Are you weary? Is it the kind of tired that a little extra rest won't fix? It's exhausting when our priorities are out of line. What can we do? In a version of the Bible called The Message, what Jesus says next is, learn the unforced rhythms of grace. I like that. Learn the unforced rhythms of grace. In mental health circles, they call it flow. In athletic circles, they call it being in the zone. It's having enough challenges in our life to keep us motivated, but not to be so challenged that we're overwhelmed with the stress. Too much and the stress will kill you. Too little and the boredom will kill you. Ralph Waldo Emerson once said that you might go down to the river with a straw. If you put it in the water in the direction of the current, the river will go right through it. If you turn the straw against the current, it'll take it out of your hand. The same is true of grace. When we align ourselves with the grace of God, it will flow right through us. When we try to work against it, life will be stressed. The other morning I was putting on a button-down shirt. I started at the top and worked my way down. I couldn't figure out why, when I got to the bottom, I had an extra button. Then I realized I'd missed a button at the top. I had to go back and undo them all and start over. Do you think priorities are like that? When we get the first ones right, everything lines up and falls into place. When we get the first ones wrong, everything after that is messed up. Learning the unforced rhythms of grace is knowing when it's time to take on a burden and do what we can, and when it's time to let go and trust that God's in control. It's knowing when to say, yes, God has a special purpose for me, and when to say, no, that's really not something I think God intends for me. It's knowing when to say, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, and when to say, be still and know that the Lord is God. How is it with your soul? This is our Thursday, January 23rd edition of a video series we call Stronger Faith. Stay safe and be well. God bless you.